So mast cell disorder is something that happens oftentimes to people who have EDS. Then COVID came along, and then people who had long haul COVID were having mast cell disorder, and everybody was like, what is mast cell? But the EDS people who have been living with chronic fatigue are like, hey, we know all about this. Oh, add in POTS. So COVID happens to our bodies, and this COVID virus attacks our cells, and it sneaks in through these little ACE2 cells, which were discovered 25 years ago. And these ACE2 cells then get damaged, and they take this hit. Think like video game, take a hit. And so then they affect the cells, they affect the mitochondria, they control inflammation. And here you are, if you already had mast cell disorder, then you take the hit of COVID, and then your ACE2 cells and your mitochondria and all these other things. Not to mention COVID is an inflammatory vascular disorder, which mast cells secrete heparin and histamines. And here we are trying to pin down how to fix mast cell disorder, and it's multifactorial, because sometimes the same things that can make you better with mast cell disorder can also make you worse. Sometimes a little of something can be good, something is too much. So POTS then comes along, and POTS can happen for a variety of reasons, but basically your nervous system is unable to regulate you anymore, and your body is a mess. It is a mess. So here's why I'm telling you all this. If you think that you have any of these things, I need you to find a provider that can understand you. So mast cell disorder oftentimes has been treated by allergists. That's what we know that about them. Here in Ohio, we have the Bernstein Allergy Group, and he's one of the foremost authorities in mast cell disorders. To be diagnosed with POTS is a really terrible thing. By technical definition, people are diagnosed with POTS by this thing called a tilt test, where they tilt you over until you pass out. Oftentimes, my patients that have EDS, that have POTS, usually are placed on a beta blocker by their doctors, and it makes a difference in their life. And the same patients that have mast cell disorder talk to Dr. Bernstein. They get meds that help manage their stuff. They manage their diet. They manage their stress. They begin eating foods that nourish them, that don't irritate them, and that can look very different for everyone. And work on restoring the gut microbiome. It is a multi-factor approach, and I am so sorry, but I wanted you to know. I see you.